In this video, we review 3 options to store data in Azure. Hello everyone, I'm Travis and this is Raldos. There are a lot of options for storing data in Azure, and choosing the wrong option may put data at risk or be a costly mistake. This video will review 3 different options for storing data in Azure: blob, file, and disk storage. If you find this video helpful, please hit like, subscribe, and share with someone who might benefit. It really helps others discover this channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, if you want to dive deeper, check out my latest course, A Beginner's Guide to the AZ900, available at udemy.com. Links to that and other courses are below. And a big thanks to my channel members. Your support means a lot. Back to it, Azure offers many different options to meet just about any data storage need, but all those options can be a bit overwhelming. Let's take a look at 3 popular options you may use in Azure: blob, file, and disk storage. Let's start with blob storage. Blob stands for binary large object. Binary is just a collection of ones and zeros, so we're simply talking about files. A blob can be an image, video, audio, text, or any other type of file. Blob storage is unstructured. Unstructured data doesn't follow any particular data model or definition. We're just talking about some kind of file. A key piece to understanding blob storage is how it's accessed. Blob storage is accessed using HTTP, HTTPS, or a REST API. Blob storage is built for web-based access. Let's consider a music and video streaming service, for example. Storing and hosting a large amount of files from a database could be very expensive and impact the performance of the service when things get busy. Instead of storing the media files in the database could be used to index the media, including metadata like the name, description, date added, and so on. And the media files are added to blob storage. The database would have a link to the blob. When a client wants access to a file, the link is provided to the media file in the blob storage. The file is then streamed from there. Blob storage does not provide the same type of metadata as other file systems. A Windows file share, for example. It relies on other systems to provide that information, like the database in the previous example. This makes it a great option for developing web-based applications. Depending on the configuration, blobs can be up to 190 tebibytes. 1 tebibyte is 2 to the power of 40 bytes, or a little larger than a terabyte. Tebibytes are a more accurate way to measure storage. There are 3 types of blob storage in Azure: block, append, and page blob. Block blob storage is made up of blocks of data. These blocks can be managed individually. We'd use a block blob for the previous media file example. A block blob can have up to 50,000 blocks with up to 4,000 megabytes each, for a total of just over 190 tebibytes. Append blobs are just like block blobs, but optimized for appending data. This is a good option for log data, for example, where new data is added or appended to the blobs. These two can have up to 50,000 blocks, but each block in an append blob can be up to 4 megabytes in size, for a total append blob size of 195 gigabytes. The 3rd type of blob is a page blob. Page blobs are made up of 512 byte pages up to 8 terabytes in size. Page blobs are designed for frequent and random read and write operations. They're used for IaaS disk storage in Azure. There are 3 performance tiers available for blob storage. Hot is for data that's frequently accessed. Cool is for data that's not frequently accessed but easily accessed when it's needed. And archive is for long-term storage that's offline and not immediately available. The pricing is different for each option depending on capacity and how frequently the data is accessed. Next up is Azure File Storage, and as the name implies, Azure File Storage is for storing files. Azure File Storage, or Azure Files for brevity, is like a Windows or Linux file share you may host on premises. Like blob storage, Azure Files can host images, video, audio, text, or any other type of file. But that's where the similarities end. File shares are accessed with a network file share protocol. Server Message Block, or SMB, is the most common for Windows, and Network File System, or NFS, is common on Linux. It can also be accessed with a REST API. SMB and NFS are intended for an internal or private network and optimized for file access across a network. They're not commonly shared over the internet. That's different from blob storage, which uses web-based protocols such as HTTPS. SMB file shares can even be integrated into Windows Active Directory authentication and replace Windows file shares in some situations. Azure File Storage has a maximum storage size of up to 265 tebibytes and a single file can be up to 4 TB in size. There are 2 performance tiers available for Azure files: Standard, which runs on standard hard drives, and Premium, which runs on faster SSD drives. Premium file storage offers higher performance compared to Standard. Also, NFS is only available on Premium file shares. SMB is available on both Standard and Premium. That brings us to Azure Disk Storage. Disk storage provides a persistent storage location for virtual disks. It's what Azure uses for Azure Virtual Machine OS and data disks. Azure disks are stored on Blob storage, but we don't need to worry about that. Azure Disk Storage is managed, meaning Azure takes care of the underlying infrastructure that it runs on. Azure Managed Disks attach to a virtual machine. From there, we can store databases, host file shares, or run applications. They work just like a physical hard drive on a traditional server. On the screen is a comparison of the 5 performance tiers available with disk storage: Standard hard drives, Standard SSD, Premium SSD, Premium SSD V2, and Ultra. Notice that they all have different performance targets. A standard hard drive is the slowest, and the Ultra disk is the fastest, with different performance targets in between. Also, Premium SSD V2 and Ultra cannot be used as an OS disk. Standard hard drives are the best option when cost is more important than performance. Standard SSDs are entry-level solid-state drives with consistent performance and low latency at low cost. Premium SSDs offer a good balance between cost and performance. For workloads that require high performance with low latency, there's Premium SSD V2 and Ultra disks. As you can imagine, the cost goes up as we move to the higher performance disks. On the screen is a summary of the 3 storage options we reviewed. In addition, they all support data protection options like snapshots. They also offer different levels of data redundancy. At a minimum, there's at least 3 copies of the data in a data center for redundancy. Some options can replicate the data to other data centers. Now we know that Blob storage is for large-scale access with web protocols, storing data for a web application, for example. Azure Files is for network file access using SMB or NFS protocols, and Azure Disk Storage is what Azure Virtual Machines use for OS and data disks. I hope that helps you better understand Azure Blob, file, and disk storage. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.